sure that, there we go. That's perfect. Okay. How's it going, everybody? Angelo here, and welcome to the Shave Arcade, where we bring retro to the future. Today, we are going to be doing another great shave. I'm so happy you guys were here to join me, and we're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff today. So, first, today, I'm going to be showcasing a soap that's going to be dropping very soon here in October 2024 by Phoenix Shaving, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, and this is going to be kicked back to some old school. So, look at that label. This is Greenwitch Envy. And oh my gosh, beautiful hollow label. Oh, I cannot get over that. And oh man, you're gonna really like this one, folks. This is gonna be a homage to Gucci Envy for men. Think mid to late 90s, about 96, 97. I want to say 97. That's what this is going to be a homage to, and this is a beautiful recreation of that scent. Doug, you did it again, man. This is awesome. Doug and Fran and Hux over there doing some awesome work. I love it when they do these, they bring back some of these classic scents, especially something like this, and I'll tell you why. And I have the matching aftershave. This set was sent to me by the man himself, Doug, for a testing and review. Thank you. I do greatly appreciate for being included in that. It means a great deal. So, oh man, that is really good. I'm going to get into the scent notes in a little bit. And I'm going to be using my, do correct me if I'm saying this incorrectly, Atreus, or Atreus Eyesot. Yes, so this is a 22 millimeter synthetic brush from also Phoenix Shaving. Got some little soap on there, but hey, I'm using it. You know, we're shaving here. So, and I got it laddered up in my Spot Prints 3D printed bowl. My Ready Player One Tron inspired Shave Arcade bowl. Thank you, Peter. I do greatly love that bowl. I use it pretty much almost every single time now. Thank you. Now I'm going to be using my copper cant with the plus plate. And I'm going to load that right now while I talk about this shave right here. So, and I'm using a fresh 7 o'clock Perma Sharp. So look, oh, it's all right. I have another one over there. Got a couple tufts left of that one. And this is the old school ones too. So I don't know if they're still made in the same place now that they were when I got these. Because, you know, a lot of, I think the factory in St. Petersburg, Russia, if they were closed, stopped, shut down, I'm not sure. Pretty sure that's where these were made, but either way, they are a great, tremendous blade. And just taking a quick look. Oh, these are actually from India. Okay, so this is Gillette, India. I am correct. Corrected myself on camera. You saw it here. Okay, so from India, and this is the 7 o'clock Perma Sharp. Okay. Let's go. So, I am very excited because this got some water here in my sink. You hear that? Oh man, I have had several days of growth. I have been going to my office this entire week, an hour and a half commute to and from. It's not always fun. You wake up early in the morning, leave, come back late at night, straight to bed, up, do it again, 5 days straight. But hey, work's work. We all got to do it. Helps us to buy more shave gear. Get out there. Anyway, so this has been a long-awaited shave. I've got this set, I want to say, last week, and I was at the office, and I'm like, I got to do this. I want to do this. I want to shoot my video. I want to do a review. I have been huffing it every single time I've walked into the bathroom here. So I was just smelling it. I'm like, oh, I got to do it. And then pass out, go to bed. So I am just really excited about this. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is going to feel good. Oh my Lord. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've wanted to get this brush. I've been wanting this brush for a while. I know this is Sarah from the Barbershop Duet, Marcus and Sarah. Sarah absolutely loves this brush. So does Marcus. But I like it because it's a 22 millimeters, a little bit smaller, so I do get a little bit more real estate to be able to swirl and swirl and swirl. But I like the feel of this handle. Plus the look, it's just very elegant. You know, I do love that. So I mean, for you know, 22 US dollars right now as of 2024, about $20. You can't go wrong with the brushes over there at Phoenix Shaving. Great price, economical, great for throwback nostalgia. What they're modeled after, do go when you read the product pages. It gives some description of what they're modeled after. Like I said, Doug over there, they do love to do great tributes to the wet shaving instruments and scents of old, and I love that about it. So, oh, hey, look at that. Oh my gosh, this feels good. Yep. I have been needing this. There we go. Okay. So, now that we got our lather going. Perfect. Wait. There we go. All right. So, Greenwitch Envy. Here we go. Scent notes. Okay, hang with me here. Ginger, cardamom, pepper, mandarin orange. Okay, there you go. It's your top. Base. I'm sorry, middle. Sandalwood, cedar, and a touch of carnation. Okay? Bottom to the bottom. Incense, tobacco, vanilla, vetiver, patchouli. These are some heavy hitters that are in this right here. And there we go. Oh my gosh, yes. And I must say, going right off the top, when I smell it off the soap, okay? Now, mind you, this is before I lathered it. I'm getting the light notes, the cardamom, a little bit of the pepper, the brightness of the orange, okay? Getting into it when I started to lather it, then I start getting the cedar and then some of the patchouli and incense. And the splash, when I smell that, not on my face, I'm getting a lot of the more of the ginger, the orange mixed in with the incense and the kind of tobacco vanilla that's in there, and it's the vetiver is hanging out. Oh my god. Yes. So I mean they work very flawlessly. I mean, there's a reason why Gucci did this. Okay, back in 90s, 97, I think it's when let's say mid 90s, when Gucci Envy for Men was out. And this was getting into like, oh man, that smells so good. After like the 70s, 80s, okay, especially the 70s, when you had started getting more of like the musky type of scents, the spice, like a lot of that, you had Old Spice, things like that. When you start getting into like that transition from like the mid to late 90s into the 2000s, that's when we started getting more of the bright scents, like this, you know, like you had your Eternity, your CK1, Polo Sport, you know, Aventus was out there hanging out. So I mean, this is where you start getting into that more of the bright, light, real uplifting, and then later on you got your Curve, stuff like that, Cool Water. I know Jakar was still holding on strong as far as like a little bit deeper, a little bit spicier scent. As far as you think about like department store, like your preferred stock, and yeah. But you still had your classics hanging out like Aqua Velva. But so you started seeing like your transition going into more. And Doug talks about this. Definitely, I have the whole description right up in my description below. So go check that out. While you're there, do a like and subscribe and share out to your friends. I appreciate it, and leave a comment. I read every comment, guys. I have to respond to you guys. It's so fun. So yeah, so you start getting into that transition, going from that to like the brighter scents. You start noticing a lot of moving from the spice, the musky type of scents of old, like from the 60s, 70s, into the 80s. You had your brute, Old Spice. So and then you start seeing this stuff here come out. Polo Sport, Eternity. I used to have a bottle of Eternity. I don't know if you remember. It was kind of like a bright, almost like a bright, like lime green to yellowish kind of color, Eternity. But with this one here, okay, Greenwitch Envy, which is, like I said, Gucci Envy for men. What this one does is that this takes me back to when I was a kid, early mid 90s. I had an uncle. Still do. He's still alive. I have an uncle. It's an uncle on my mom's side. Okay, with Tío Lalo, and that guy was like the guy. He had a house in the lake. He was a real estate broker agent person. He had a nice Cadillac. He had nice cars, nice house. I remember him having, I think, one of the first like bag cell phones, okay, car phones that you had to carry around in a bag. You know what's up? You know what I'm talking about, okay? He was that uncle, okay, for me. He was just well off, carried himself, hilarious, and he was like one guy. He just loved to be around. I always used to love going to see Tío Lalo. We would go out on this, he had a pontoon boat. We'd go out on our boat. We'd go out on this lake, go swimming, stuff like that, barbecue. We do all that kind of stuff, right? But this scent reminds me of him. It reminds me of that time. I'm not sure if he wore this, but I'm sure it was probably something very similar. But this is what this reminds me of. It reminds me of him. Okay? It reminds me of that time in my childhood. Going to my Tío Lalo's house and hanging out. But also, too, sometimes we, like him and mom and dad, cousins and stuff, my tia, his wife, Tío Maget, we'd go someplace. We'd go for a ride in his Cadillac. I remember he had a white Cadillac with red interior. And, man, that's what I remember. This scent reminds me of sitting in his car, with all of us going someplace. Even if it was just for a drive. It reminds me of that time. And I remember my cousins, they had an Atari. We used to go there and play. They had this big fish tank and stuff like that. And we'd sometimes do Christmas there. Thanksgivings and things like that. But that's where this takes me. It reminds me of that time in my childhood, hanging out at Tío Lalo's house. Tío means uncle in Spanish. So, in case, yeah. So, that's what this reminds me of. That's what this takes me. And when I first smelled this, when it got it out the box and everything, opened it, cracked open the soap and the aftershave, and I smelled it, Tío Lalo. That's what it reminded me of right away. That's immediate what I thought. I told my wife, I'm like, babe, that's my Tío Lalo right there. And I was just excited, so happy. It is. Man. Do you have a person in your life like that? Do you have somebody like a memory that you used to see or that or you're related to, friend or something like that? That guy, okay? Carries himself well dressed, You know, it's just fun to be around. Has no toys and everything. You know, has the fun stuff. Boat. Uh, and man, and when I see him today, it's when I do get the able to, because it goes between here and then it's traveling all the time. It's still the same. Still the same. Does not change. And I love that. I love that memory. Lots of memories. So, the other side of this homage too. Okay, now this is a twofer. Now, mind you, again, check out the description. I got it all written down there, direct from the page, from the man himself, from Doug. Also, too. So he grew up reading. This was a book series. So the Greenwitch, the name, Greenwitch is part of a book series. Okay, it's part of a book series that was called The Dark is Rising series by Susan Cooper. Okay, this is pre Harry. Okay, like the person of which last name begins with P, has the glasses, the little lightning bolt. You know what I'm talking about. I'm scared to say it because I don't want to get flagged or anything. But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Before that. So, the Great King, as he says. But yes, do check it out. So, that's where you got, the name and everything. And you also see kind of the artwork there. His tribute to that, from what I understand. So, yes. Do read the description. Man, this feels good. This feels really good. That feels so good to get off all that stubble. Oh my goodness gracious. There was a few days on there, if you guys saw. There was quite a few. And this plus plate just took it down to BBS, my friends. So, then I love 7 o'clock perma sharp blades. They're just smooth. They just go really well with any razor I put them in. And they're just smooth for me. I love them. I get about maybe two to three shaves out of a blade with them. Well, I do really like these. I like these, as well as the platinums are good too. 7 o'clock platinums. The stainless ones, the other green box, I really didn't vibe with that much. But these here, the 7 o'clock perma sharps, I love these. Absolutely love those, as well as the regular these. Oh, I almost dropped it. The regular. There we go. Those, the regular perma sharps. But yes, definitely try these. Great blade comes out of India. I thought these were from Russia, but I don't know. Theirs are from India. Perfect, man. Man, that was such a great shave, folks. I can't get over how great this feels and how awesome this smells. Get all this mountain of stubble down the drain. I'm sorry, drain. I am feeding you days of stubble. There we go. Okay. Now, rinse this off. There we go. It is Saturday morning. I am very happy. It was a long week. And this just felt so good to do. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be on cloud 9 the entire day. So, this will be releasing later, and that's okay. But I wanted to film this because I wanted to do this. I could not wait anymore. So when this drops, hopefully you guys will be able to rush out and snag Greenwitch Envy. And please, if you do get it, let me know. Let me know what you think. Do you have that uncle? Do you have that person? Is it you? Let me know. Okay, here we go. And this aftershave. Look at the color on that, folks. I mean, the things he thinks about. Oh, man, this. It smells so darn good. And I cannot wait. Zip, boom, ba. Here we go. Oh, man. I need another one. Otra vez. Así, para mi tío Lalo. That's for you, tío. Love you. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Okay. Yes, I mean, it's all coming together, folks. If you smelled Gucci Envy from back in the day, if not, if you have it, let me know. But I mean, it is every bit of those scent notes are just, I mean, it is just dancing. It just smells so good and well balanced. Absolutely love it. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm Angelo. Please pick this up. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. It's going to take you to that nostalgia. It's going to just wisp you away, and you're going to love every single bit of it. And when you do, please let me know. And I will see you next time. Bye.